for your code, there should probably be someone in your class who's smart and has already written it for you.
You're not allowed to say that.
That's what we did. You're gonna write your code 100%, your own work, completely from scratch, like no copy pasting. There should not even be a control key on your keyboard.
The whole program is a class called Mechano that is inheriting from the base class that's allowed to control the robot. So it starts with just like initializing some variables, like this is where we'll store the values for the right joysticks up and down, and the right joysticks left and right, and the left joysticks up and down. And then, don't worry about this. After that, we need to initialize the robot so that it will know to do the things we say, instead of just nothing. And then telemetry.addData is basically, it's a print statement to the phone. So it's saying, I want the phone to print to the phone screen whatever I put in the box. And then update, we'll get it to actually display it. Then we tell it, don't continue this program until we press the start button on the phone. And then when we do continue, we have an infinite loop. And at the bottom of it, we have the robot wait to continue the loop for 40 milliseconds. So it won't update the loop as fast as possible and blow up the robot. It'll just wait 40 seconds, so it'll run at 20-something frames per second. This is sensitivity, don't worry about it. Here we use the gamepad to get its actual value for, at this point in time, for the right joysticks up and down. So this is an axis input, so it can be a value from 1 to -1, and it'll be 0 if it's at rest in the middle, it will be -1 if it's down here, it'll be 1 if it's up there, and it's the same thing with left and right. We're setting our variables to actually get the value from the gamepad. This is every frame. And we do the same thing for our left joystick. And then we do some math where the front left is going to be, since if the right joystick X is positive, that means that we want to go right. And if the right joystick Y is positive, that means that we are going forward. If it's negative, it means we're going backwards. And if the X is negative, it means we're going to the left. So the front left power is going to go forward if these are both positive, and then it'll have some combination of the two. So if one of them is negative, it will go less forward. If they're both negative, it will go backward. And it's similar logic for the rest of these. And then left joystick Y just controls like more how fast it goes. And we divide by the denominator to normalize that number to 1 because the robot doesn't understand numbers that are less than 1 or greater than 1. So we want it to be between 0 and 1, and the robot will not like it if we give it a number that's greater than 1. So we can just use the denominator that we calculated. We divide each number by that, and it gives us something between 0 and 1, which is called normalizing it. And then here we just actually set the power of the motors to be all those things. And then we do some more print statements to the phone with some addData. And that's the end of the frame, so we tell it to delay.